Good morning, afternoon, or evening, and welcome to the Hayseed night, where we are getting closer to the point where we get to make meaningful choices again.
Ada, do you happen to know why the yard is filled with tents?
Oh, yeah. That tour guy wanted to make a peace offering or something like that.
Right, but what need do we have for them?
What do you mean? You've never slept in a tent?
No, I mean, yes, I know what tents are.
'Cause they ain't got nowhere else to go?
They...
Well, yeah. Don't take my word for it, but...
What's this supposed to mean?
Yeah, I don't think that's the idea anyone got. Some think it's a strike. Some think it's a revolution.
Lead them? Me? No, I'm sure you just misread the situation. Anyway, feeding the congregation is one thing, but...
You do what you gotta do, priestess. Come on, what's it matter at this point?
I guess that desperate times call for desperate measures.
While you're on that, we ought to make sure we keep tabs on the head count.
Get Burbith to help you.
As long as that's all it gets.
Ada, thank you for everything.
Aww. Oh yeah, it's now. We get to start making meaningful choices. Let's do this. Either we'll have to decide carefully how to best spend each morning, afternoon, and evening. Yep. Help around the temple. So, should we translate or should we help patch the temple? I'm thinking we should probably help translate. I think we've already seen this before, though. And then we need to help around the kitchen because we discovered that it is from the kitchen that we get food that we can then give to the beasts. Yeah, we do enough of the helping around the kitchen, and then we'll get the food. So should we go spend time with Sepp or patrol? Let's patrol. And it's morning again. Oh yeah, this is where the no carrot eat bones thing. Yeah, we need to get food for the beasts. Help around the temple and find some extra food. Let's translate some more or help patch up. Let's help patch up. And now, well, I mean, Zhao's there. And I guess we should talk to her. But I kind of want to get on this finding some extra food thing. So, we'll do that. A small bag of earth almonds. So now we need to bring the food to But this is where I got kind of stumped last time, or like I couldn't find a way to actually do that. Let's patrol some more.
Adder, can't you hear? Wake up! Drag your ass out there or they're going to get us all killed!
Huh? Who's gonna get us killed? What?
Someone, please come out! We have to stop Etor!
Oh, right. Etor is getting into trouble with the guards, I think. Yeah.
Lower your weapon! Last warning! Make him!
Whoa, what's going on here?
This guard tried to search me!
So you went and pulled a sword on him?
This is a good cause.
Etor, please!
Wait here, all right? I'll go get...
You're not going anywhere until I say so! Permits. I wipe my ass with all the permits in your city.
I think we chose the rules are the rules last time. Should we choose differently this time? Sure. Curfew my butt.
Yeah, right. I've been living here for like 2 years now, and I've never needed a permit to wander around after curfew. You just ask for them when you feel like it.
Seems the itch always hits them around gazelles.
That's admitting to a crime, you stupid hick! The curfew is absolute!
A brick flew right past the guard's face. He immediately put his spear up, looking for the thrower, but the number of people holding debris only increased with every threat he made. At the very last moment, when violence seemed like an inevitable turn, the gates clanged open once more. In the cover of the night, a small half-dressed goat with her hair still down and a serious scowl on her face walked out.
Stop! More screams wouldn't help you.
The problem is that the lot of you huffheads don't realize the position you're in!
Why?
What do you mean, why?
What is the reason? The purpose of this law?
To stop no-gooders like you from wandering about!
So you limit the rights of all the citizens in order to justify your own prejudice?
I'm not the one who writes the rules, I just enforce them!
Unlawful! Get a load of this guy.
Hey, I mean, if you want to be the buck who mess with the friends of Asefi...
We'll see about that!
Woo! Way to stand your ground, Etor!
No. We must not give an inch to the likes of him. Tonight is the priestess's intervention. We should be celebrating!
What? No flowers from Moo?
I haven't really. Why are you?
Did you really have to bring up the witch, translator?
What? I wasn't the one who...
I'll let this one slide.
I heard the commotion in the yard. What did I miss? Are we finally starting the revolution? You're going to start one if the guards see you, you royal idiot!
Bearman, come on. Don't...
Sleep! Oh, Ada, that is such a funny joke.
You're banned from doing whatever it is that is till I tell you.
Oh, hello. Let's bring the food to Eka. Ada rummaged inside his pile of coal until his hand finally grazed the burlap sack he'd stashed away inside it. He waited until just after lunchtime so he could wander off among the hustle and bustle, and though sneaking out was a breeze, his mind would not forgive him so easily for what felt like a betrayal of sorts. Still, he trudged on towards the old labyrinthic alleys that waited beyond the main street. Ada looked at the small note he held in his hand for the 10th time in 3 minutes as he nervously turned a corner again. He had just bent his neck down one more time to check for any directions he might have missed when he caught a familiar growling. The wolf Eka called Whelp yipped at him from the darkness. The beast started to walk deeper into the alleys. Adder took a deep breath.
Bones, good to see you here. Come on up. Did you bring the goods?
Our favorite part-time errand boy opened his hand, letting a small sack of potatoes fall on the table.
I also found a bunch of earth almonds, if you like them. It's a bit late to go making horchata this year, but they're good on their own, too.
Yes, tiger nuts! Oh man, how did you know? I love these little guys.
Oh, nice. Adder was about to open his mouth to point out that earth almonds were meant to be left soaking overnight before consumption so as to avoid breaking one's teeth in half, but he realized that he wasn't in any position to argue.
Oh man, I was starving. Oh, thanks, Bones. You're a lifesaver.
It's nothing. If I'd known you could eat veggies, I would have gotten you some sooner.
Oh yeah, a green diet and lots of vinegar is key to keeping good teeth out on the sea. It's not like we can eat exactly the same as you, though. Grazers have a lot more options than us when it comes to feeding. Then again, I guess carnivores get more bang for the buck.
Adder furrowed his brow. Something bothered him, and it wasn't Eka's blasé approach to talking about sentient beings as nourishment for once.
What's that word mean? Carnival.
Carnivore? We don't really have a word for us like grazers do. The bear man thought that beast sounded a bit rude, so we've been trying it out, but in the end, it's just a fancy way of saying meat eater, right? I eat your meat. I mean, yeah, true, but it's kind of reductive. It's not like we kill for the fun of it, unlike you weirdos, always gnawing shrubs to the branch when you could just wait for them to drop fruit. We get sick without meat, you know? It's in our blood.
Adder didn't want to know. He most definitely didn't want to ask. But a sick sense of morbid curiosity got the best out of Adder.
How's that work? I mean, did you have what did you even eat back home?
Oh, you know, there's plenty of variety in the archipelago. Mollusks, shrimps, bugs, stoats when they bother us. If I never have to sink a tooth in another stoat, it'll be too soon. See, pup, the key to flavor is relaxation. Grease is where the taste goes. And a bunch of stalkers like us, we're always tense, so we taste really bad. Here, check it out for yourself. Give me a little chomp.
No, I don't think I will.
Oh, come on, Bones. You don't need to hold back. I don't taste half bad at all.
Eka leaned against Adder, propping herself up on one elbow. Then she started gnawing at her forearm.
I'm gonna go now?
Oh, sure. Drop by whenever. It's good to have you around.
To stand in the way of science is to stand in the way of progress. Is that how you wish to be remembered? As a sin? As a flag-bearer of the putrid fear of the unknown?
Make it stop.
I'm sure he's bound to run out of air eventually. Faster, if you follow my suggestion.
We are not throwing Bearbeth in a whale. We are not ransoming Bearbeth. And we are not building a golem!
So let's borrow one then.
Borrow a golem? Borrow as in loan? Loner.
I gotta go wake y'all up!
Oh, yeah. This is where they go borrow one golem from Tailed.
I thought I made it clear that I could not be seen with the likes of you, Addersund.
Oh, trust me, the feeling is mutual.
It will be yours if you insist on compromising my position.
You're gonna have to run that by.
I'm here too, if that makes any difference.
Lord Askadath?
What a fine occasion to meet again, good sir.
Y'all know each other?
But of course! Mr. Taylor is a fellow golem enthusiast, and
A couple of weeks ago in a tavern in Slander where he never did show up.
You have 5 seconds. What does Sep need?
a new body!
Excuse me.
Well, we're just throwing ideas out there.
You what?
Daylin, your sister is still a pitiful lump of coal withering away in a forge!
No. Are you all mad?
You will help that butterball get every single pound back, or so help me.
What kind of automaton are you even looking for?
Well, before we can even start to talk about the intricacies of the matter of transplanting a soul,
This is the Traders Guild, not the Alchemists! You deal in money and brute force.
I will find someone willing to sell you those materials.
Desserts. For Sep.
So be it. Now vanish.
Thank you, Do not call me!
All right. Let's set up the workshop.
friend, I appreciate that you've decided to assist me in setting up my workshop. I just wonder if you could do me the favor of walking a few steps behind.
You're gonna do something weird if I take my eye off you.
Why? Is that how little you trust me?
Yes.
I understand. Trust is earned, and there can exist nothing.
Ooh, that smells strong. You making
Your instincts remain sharp as ever. Alcohol is indeed the solvent for this solution. I shall now proceed to mix in the
the manganese and what now?
No, not manganese. Magnesium.
Carefully or not, I can't read a thing.
Oh,
Yeah, I thought as much.
are you not interested in learning to read?
I mean, sure.
I could teach you. Of course! Raising the levels of literacy across the kingdom is one of my lifelong goals. Though my father would not have had it in life, I always dreamt of becoming a professor. You shall be learning with me as much as I shall be learning with you, my friend.
Aw.
I don't know what to say, Bearbeth.
And then we can work side by side on building a new body.
I take it all back.
Oh. Well, sure. Let's go talk to why have I forgotten his name? He was pretty sure that this was a real person in the forge, especially after he heard a metal plank being ripped out of the wall it had been nailed to.
Ah, Adder! Sorry to startle you, lad. I was just trying to catch Sep's attention. I have a few questions for her about her latest temper tantrum. Lots of loose ends on this one. Don't worry, I'll put the metal cover thingy back where it was when I'm done.
Adder's jaw dropped.
You knew?
Knew what? That she was here with you? It was obvious, really. No inn in this city could cater to her standards of living, so the next best thing she could hope for is good company, right? No, I'm kidding. I saw her the other day when I dropped by.
Well, how did you know that was her?
Illigrab turned his head towards the fire in the pit, and then back to Adder, confused. He stared emptily in Adder's direction, wondering what could the boy possibly be talking about. Until, at last, he connected all the dots.
Ah, I see. It's happening again.
His brow sagged down into an expression of pure pity, perhaps more for Adder than Sep.
I heard about, well, I wasn't there the night it happened. One of the darkest hours in Heirloom's history, and the full truth will only ever be known by 3 people. 2 of them died as a result, and the other one, lost herself in her own mind. The only man who knew how to fix it could only be convinced by the woman who had the least reason to help. The whole case was an enigma in its own right. I've always wondered what in the world it was that Rahl said to get Pertok to help. Guess we'll never know now.
So this is a whole new encounter that we didn't have last time. How do you see Sap?
I still can't wrap my head around it. You could see Sip? Like, as a normal girl?
Normal? Well, to me, she's right there, exactly as I've always seen her. A little crestfallen star refusing to address me, talking directly into my mind when she does. Don't get me wrong, I've heard plenty about how she's supposed to look, but that's just not what I see.
Illigrab stared at the forge with a vacant expression. He ran a finger through his mustache, pondering many matters beyond the situation at hand.
No matter how close my family gets to deer, we're still plants. And plants don't wonder if the fire is alive, or what god hangs a sun up in the sky every morning. They don't need to think about who keeps water flowing down the river, or who makes the clouds float. They just exist.
I wish I could shut my thoughts out like that sometimes. Just 5 minutes, you know? Sounds kind of amazing.
Doesn't it? Oh, to be a tiny flower dancing in the wind, basking in the afternoon showers and glowing in the sun, never once wondering the meaning of right and wrong.
Illigrab ended his short poetic streak with a comparatively small, compassionate smile.
I'm sure you have a lot of questions, but I'm afraid I don't really have anything to offer other than my deepest assurance that she'll be back stronger. The sun rises, whether we want it to or not. Take good care of her until then.
Illigrab marched away, unsure of what else to say.
We have to do something about it. We can't just leave everyone else to their luck.
We'll only find strength in numbers. We have to let everyone affected know that the doors are open to them to join the fight.
That's mad talk. Do you want him to burn the entire temple with us inside?
This is why I said I didn't want to have anything to do with that geezer.
Hey, what's all the noise today?
There's word that a guard was ambushed last night outside the temple in a revenge attack.
Say what? Y'all know if it was one of us?
No, I'm sure that's not right. Nobody here would...
Come on! It's the helmets we're talking about.
Anyway, even if it was true, I don't see what the rest of the Zells have to do with any of this.
Don't tempt fate now, dear.
Hey, Yatur, can't you go and talk some sense into them?
I mean, I ain't exactly,
Yeah, you aren't exactly what? Huh?
Now, let's all cut this poor guy some slack here.
She better.
Okay, we can go see Ekka again. Let's do that. Adder, whose brain had a limited capacity for pre-planning and general task organization, spent a good long while thinking about what to do with his day. After much pacing around the forge, thinking about what the best course of action would be, his gaze finally fell on the silent smith accompanying him. Perhaps he could afford to be a little more proactive in checking in on his in-laws.
Wait, hold on. Is this a suggestion of the implication that Adder thinks they are together now, therefore confirming ain't Adder canon?
I just wanted a cheeky description. But sure. Sepp ain't Adder canon.
Oh, yuck. Terrible name for an OG3. Let's just call them the trio for now.
Fair enough, but that doesn't account for any future additions to the group.
You wouldn't dare! You are drunk with
power! Where were we?
Captain, you round?
Oh. Hey, Bones.
Adder feared the worst when he heard something crackle within her mouth, until he saw the bucket of snails on the table.
Oh, hey, you're eating snails.
Yeah, man. These pack a punch. Sun wolves on a trip like... Oh! Here, you want to try?
I'm good. I just came today to ask if you knew what's the deal with Aina. She hasn't been herself since she came back.
Self, no self, to control the self, to defeat the self that is not the self. Man, my big sis has it rough.
Big sis? She's your senior then?
Senior. She's a senior, no doubt. But you already knew that, didn't you? You don't look very surprised.
I'm used to that sort of stuff. When one's got 3 little brothers and they all look 10 years older than him when their horns were just starting to sneak out of their skulls, he just kind of stops trying to guess at ages. Knowing she's the older sister now, I think that's why we get along so well. We're both used to taking care of everyone around us. She takes care of me, and I try to do what I can to take care of her, at least.
Mm-hmm. She's special like that. I mean, caring isn't exactly how I would describe our image of a role model, but Aina's never given a single damn about what the pack wanted at all.
So, Aina is a...
Nope.
You sure about that?
Echo scratched the back of her ear. It seemed as if she was trying to find a polite way to answer a completely ridiculous question.
What do you know about us, Bones?
I know y'all eat deer.
Right, I thought as much. The pack was sent to the world with a purpose, and it was made as the Howling Winds thought we were meant to be. We were not made to last, and we were not made to grow. In other words, Baitat was the fun guy, wanting toys that last. But we know we were an afterthought. Aimai made creatures he didn't truly want to keep in his world. The way we see it, the souls we were given were all the souls we'd ever have. So, the pack gave each soul a name, to make sure we wouldn't lose them. When the deer fought us, we lost many souls. Our mission could not be completed, until the pack found that they could make more of us. More flesh bags, but not more souls, surely.
Why not?
Beats me. I can tell you exactly how to make a litter, but not how to give them a soul.
Huh. I never thought about that. I mean, we kind of just, whoo, wah, and there's a fawn, and we're pretty sure it's made whole.
Mm-hmm. Grazers sure spend a lot more time making litters than thinking about them. We have a more structured approach to bringing new life, to put it one way. Our years are cut into seasons for litter making, and weaning as well. The cycle starts when all the packs gather their cubs. It doesn't matter if there's war or peace, or what species they are, we're all lumped together. And the names are revealed to us. But I am different. I am Eka, Tessica, for it was the Baron called Tess Pertok who named me and gave me a soul. I am always a wolf, and I am sister to Tessena, for it is my duty to listen to and take care of her, furthering the name of our pack.
Eka twirled a snail shell around between her fingers, watching its pale, bleached shell. Adder was thoroughly confused by that last explanation, but what little he did understand brought forth a peculiar question to his mind.
What was Aina like as a cub?
I don't know. Just like this, I'd bet. Absent and self-absorbed. Too angry to dance to the beat of any drum but her own. She's been the same since long before Eka came to be.
You mean before you were born?
In a way, yes.
Eka stretched out her arms in an exaggerated fashion.
Man, That was a whole lot of nothing, Snails always get me like this. Hey, not to scare you or anything, but you should probably get going. All this rambling really opens up my appetite.
You heard the news?
Yes. Dor let me know something like this would be coming this morning, but didn't exactly specify beyond that. He says that I have my way and he has his. I'll make a point to call for peace and endurance during the prayer today and remind the congregation what our purpose is. Whatever it may be. Am I failing them as much as I think, Ada? Is it my fault for letting this situation come so far?
Have we seen this before?
You really want to hear my thoughts?
I think maybe we have.
It'd be nice for a change.
I think I'm starting to remember.
As a friend, I know you're doing your best to do good.
And as a...
The dear opinion is that hearing all the things the Zels say and how the town replied...
Do you think that Joseph will be mad at me?
What, for taking our spotlight?
I'm going to open the doors to the main temple and let them all into the premises.
No! Run that by me again one more time, ma'am? If the guards come for us, then we'll just need more people. Don't cry, please! What is it? What did I say?
No. I'm glad.
I mean, yeah, you ain't wrong. I'm only doing this for her.
Why does that fluster you so much?
My horns it is. I don't want to care too much. You can't just think about everyone having it rough, right?
Do you really think there is no point in trying to make life better for everyone else?
No, that ain't it.
I'd rather be mad than sad. I think I get it now.
Alright. Well, we've already gotten to see some events that we hadn't seen before, no doubt as a result of my having managed to bring Eka the food. I think we'll continue from here in the next episode. I think we have some catching up with Zhao to do. We've been kind of ignoring her for a little while now, so maybe we'll go see her at the forge next. But we'll do that in the next episode. For now, thank you so much for watching and spending a little of your time with me here today. It was lovely to have you. Please remember to be kind to yourself. Have a lovely rest of your day, and I will see you again next time.